Hello video. So let's talk about how you are going to turn in your final edited portion, okay? And how you need to edit it, okay? So first you're going to go to the class and you're going to go to modules and you're going to go down to week 12 and you're going to go to the summative that says summative edited PTV broadcast with rule of thirds graphics, okay? And here you're going to find this Google Drive link where it says find rule of thirds graphic here. Okay, and then that's where you're going to find that transparent rule of thirds graphic that you need to import over your video footage. Okay, I put some notes here, but I will explain it in this video. But the font you should be using is Source Sans Pro. It should be semi-bold style. The size should be 100 and the color should be white so that we have a very consistent rule of thirds through everybody's video. I'm also going to put a transition on that graphic so it fades in and out. And then I had to change the position of my title to be horizontal 1075 and vertical 907. And it might be a little bit different on the vertical depending on how long your name is, okay? So I'm going to go to the Find Rule of Thirds graphic here, and it's going to open up that PTV folder. And what you're going to need to do is you're going to need to go to the ... next to ptv.png, and I'm going to say send a copy, and I'm going to say save image. So I know some students were like, how do I get that video footage? And I don't know, some of you missed it, but if you needed to include any of this, you just go to the ... save a copy, and then save video. So I guess some people missed that in that last video. Okay, so now I'm going to go to Premiere Rush. And you're going to make a new project. And you're going to go to your camera roll, and you're going to import your video of you saying whatever it was and that PTV graphic that you just downloaded. And then I'm going to name my file first name, last name. And my story was 211 and then today's date. Okay. And then I got to get rid of my keyboard. Enter. Okay, I hit enter and then now I can hit create. Okay, so when you do that, it puts the graphic on the other side. So I need to actually click and drag up on it. And then I need to take that graphic and I need to pull it to the right and I need to pull it to the left. Okay. So it really depends on, so we can see here that for this video, it was a little bit too small. So now I have to go to my crop over here on the right, and I have to scale it so that it fits. So I scaled it down to 68, and that's good. Okay, so I like that there. Okay, the other thing I want to do is I want to add a transition, so it's a little lightning bolt, and I'm going to go to transition, and I'm going to pick the second transition, which is to fade in and out. So make sure that it's selected, and now if I go to the beginning, you can see that it actually fades in. Okay, the other thing you're going to do is you're going to add a graphic with your name on it. Oh, I shouldn't have paused right there. I look great, right? Now, I want to point out that my video of myself, I just threw something in there really quickly just as a demonstration. But I actually want to show you that the eye level of this is really good. I'm looking straight at the camera, okay? However, and that means that the camera is not below my eyesight, so it's not looking at my chin, and it's not too far above either, okay? The lighting, I don't have the lights on in this room, so that was really poor planning on my part. And I really don't like my background. You can see my chair. Again, sit in a chair where you can't see the back. I hate how it's not balanced because I have the window curtains on the one side. And then I have information in the background, which is very distracting. And right now, this is the only room that I can work in right now because I have crazy kids right now. But try to go somewhere where you can just have a blank like background. If you can't, then try to have it balanced. So I could have tried to move myself somewhere in my room, or I could have moved stuff behind me. So again, try to have as much lighting in the position, but this is really good in terms of, I think my head should have been a little bit higher, but the eye level is really good. Okay. And this is, I just have I had it on books when I was like, filming, so that it was kind of at eye level. It wasn't above and below. Okay. So let's add some text. So I'm going to say, I'm going to add a graphic, and, I'm going to say browse all, and I'm going to say titles. And then I'm just going to pick basic default title and then add. Okay. Now it puts it in the middle of my film, and I don't want that. Okay. So, but I do want to stretch it so that it is the length of this top of the video. Just gotta love working with your fingers, right? Okay. And I'm also going to put the same transition as I did the other one, so it also fades in. Okay. All right, so now let's go back to graphics, and where it says title, and I'm going to pick where it says title. And I want it to be Source Sans Pro, so it should be already, but where it says style, I want to pick semi-bold because it's just a little bit too bold. And then where it says size, I'm going to pick where it says 150, and I'm going to change it to 100, and then hit the check mark. Okay. And the color is white. That's good. Okay, good. So that's kind of the style that I want. All right. So then I need to go down to crop, and I need to actually put it on that horizontal position. So last time my horizontal position was 1074, but that's like not right. So yours might be a little bit different. You're just trying to move it over. So I think it's because I took it with my other camera, and it's a different size video now. Okay, so I actually used 817. So you just can tell that you're going to need to move the horizontal position and the vertical position. Okay. So let me select title, and then at the very bottom you can see that it says title, and I don't want it to say title. I want it to say my first and last name. Some of you guys have a video where you need to show like the Twitter account, or you need to show like an email or something like that. So that's again where you would put this, and maybe you actually have, you know, the title card come in and out. So now we can see that because it's so long, I do have to move the horizontal position again. Okay, so let's take a look at the finished product.
Need help finding food, shelter, healthcare, financial assistance, or more? Simply dial 211. A highly trained professional will answer your call and assist you. 211 answers millions of phone calls each year, helping people find assistance during natural disasters and crisis situations. If you don't know where to turn, dial 211.
All right, so that's what mine is. Now, you guys are free to download pictures to your iPad. Maybe you actually, do I have a picture here that I could just demonstrate that with? Let's see. No, I like deleted everything off of my, well, I can just go very quickly to the internet. But I wanted to show you, like, I could go to 211, and I'm going to say if they have a logo. And I don't know, these might not be a transparent background though, so I might have to say, it kind of depends, like if you want it to be transparent. I'm not going to go with transparent, so I'm going to go with this image. Oh, it actually went to the website, but what I want to do is select it and then say add to photos. So sometimes, in video, something else that I'll let you do is go and actually add the graphic. And then you would do the same thing again, where I'm going to click and drag and put it, I'm going to put it, Command Z. What I want to do is, I want to put it, yeah, it's being like kind of a jerk to me. Okay, I'm going to put it at the top right over here. So I don't want it to be in the center here. I would just move the vertical and horizontal position. Vertical and horizontal position. It's not moving. There we go. So maybe you want to have a graphic that, pops up and is in that upper corner, just like the news. So that's like something else you can do. And you can decide to put on a vertical transition if you want. Okay. And so then when you're all done, you're going to hit share, and you make sure that it's named, and then hit export. It's going to export to your photo library. Okay, and then I'm going to go over here and I'm going to hit submit assignment. I'm going to hit library. It's going to be my final video, this one right here, the last thing I did. Hit use. All right, and then submit, and you're all done with the news.